So where do I start? Well, I'm Justine and I'm here in my studio. And the purpose of this video is to explain what I teach, what style of yoga that I teach, and I might even cover why I teach it. So the styles of yoga that I teach are yoga therapeutics, yoga anatomy, and also restorative yoga. So restorative yoga is like a standalone practice, almost, because you could class Shavasana at the end of any practice as a restorative practice. So it's where we use lots of props and stillness to allow your body to rest, to get your nervous system into that place of rest and digest. So then we have yoga therapeutics and yoga anatomy, and I like to fuse these practices together. They are quite complex, but that doesn't mean to say the practice needs to be complicated. There are just many things that we can consider when we're practicing. So we may practice, we may articulate our joints, move our body, even lay our bodies down in stillness in slightly different ways to perhaps how you might have practiced before. So many of us are suffering in some way these days. And that can show up as stress, anxiety, just general physical tension in the body. And I really believe, from my own experience, that yoga is an extremely good tool to help with these everyday problems. So I'm very much about the nervous system, how we can regulate it, how we can take care of it when we can't change what's happening on the outside. And when people know that they have many options in a class, they can choose. They can choose to move their body in a certain way. They can choose to back off or go forwards. And this might feel quite different inside your body. You might make contact in areas that you haven't previously, and that might feel wonderful. Where my interest lies is teaching you a few tricks to help self-regulate your nervous system. And that might be something as simple as adjusting your movement, changing the pace of your breath. I teach very much from my own personal experiences and the benefits that I have felt from having a regular yoga practice. So I really see yoga as a practice that brings you home to yourself. That space that you return to on any given day with a different mood, with a different body, because we might have an ache today that we didn't have yesterday, is your way of nurturing yourself. And if you understand how you're practicing, what you're practicing, where you're practicing it, why you're practicing it, can make a massive difference to the outcome. So this is an invitation to come and practice with me so that we could either adapt what you're doing or maybe start you off. So there are many ways that we can connect online, here in my studio, or on retreats. So I really hope that our yoga paths cross very soon. Namaste.